Hi everyone. Hello, this is Mukesh, and this will be my first video in the Outsystems Academy. So, most of the members or my colleagues who have been facing the interviews got this particular tension, right? So, what about the practical questions they may ask? What are the exercises they give me in the last minute, and require us to do it in the time of interview? So for those cases, I just thought about the questions which may have been asked or which they can ask for this type of interviews. So while thinking about that, I have I have got some inputs from my colleagues who have been attending the interviews and got getting these practical questions from them, and I just created this channel to for the all members who can get profit from the things which we faced as a backlash. Okay, so the first one would be the palindrome. Okay, so let's go to the question. So the palindrome is nothing but when we enter a certain text, like madam, the application just should check whether this text is a palindrome or not, like here. So the palindrome is nothing but when we arrange this particular text in a reverse order, even though reverse text and this string matches the same. Okay, so if instead of madam I just write mad, and if we reverse this is a dam, and this doesn't comes as a palindrome. Let's just check. Yeah, see, mad is not a palindrome. So this kind of questions have been asked in the interviews. So my thought process is to give you guys some certain time for you guys to prepare yourself for these interviews. So yeah, this would be my first video. So I'll give you some time to practice these videos, these questions. Okay, so try to solve this by yourselves. If not, I'll just add the method or process to build this particular screen in this continuation of the video. If you are how to say, if you are confident with yourselves that you have some logic thinking that you can proceed with this without the instructions, then go ahead, pass this video and try to solve this. And if you're completed this without the training videos I'm posting, then congrats, you have a good logical thinking which can be helpful for you in the future or career development. Okay, so those who want to try this without seeing the practice video, I suggest you to pause this video right now and go with the stuff. Yeah. So right now I'll show you how to build this application. So yeah, this is the screen where I have created this application. This is a palindrome. I have created an input field widget and used a local variable named input with a data type of text. Then I have created a button. So check palindrome. So in this button, I have an input field in the beginning. So it will check whether this particular input, the local variable, is it has a value or not. If it's empty, we need to stop the flow here itself, right? So this will give me a message whether the input cannot be empty, right? So after that, I'm fetching the length of the input. See, I'm using a length local variable in the action and fetching the length of the input text which I got. Also, I'm remodeling the text into uppercase, so I can check um, whether the both text are similar or not. Because sometimes consider we may start by writing with a caps letter like MADAM. Now, if you see, it's capital M A D A small m's. Okay, so if we reverse it, well, you will get small m A D A and capital M. If we check whether these both are equals, then the compiler won't know whether these are equal or not. It will say it's false, right? So for that purpose, I'm just converting the input into uppercase before reversing the text. Then I'm checking whether the length I given is whether it's zero or not. So if it's zero, then all the characters given in the input has been arranged in the reverse order by this compiler. So for that, in the assign I'm using the reverse input. This is the text I use to show the output. Check whether the reversed text is a palindrome or not. So for that purpose, reverse input plus I have used as a substring function here. So the substring function is nothing but it will just get the number of characters from the input text, from this text, from where and how many characters. So the substring will help us to get the number of characters or a single character from a particular text in the from a particular place. So I have used this substring to get the length minus one character. So when in the beginning, the length would have the number of characters in the input. If it's five, I'll have five. So in the beginning, I will just have five minus one. It's four. So while using the arrays, you guys already know, right? So the array will start from the zero. Okay, but the length will start from one. So for that purpose, I'm just deducting it as minus one. So if it's length minus one, then for in the beginning it would be five minus one four. So the fourth would be the last character, and I'll get a single character from that. So after this, I'm also decreasing the length value. So after the fourth character I got here, it will decrease the number to four, and we'll check again whether it's zero. No, then the loop will continue, and here I'll get the third character to this text reverse input. Okay, so after continuing this loop till the length becomes zero, after that I'm checking whether the text where we have converted into uppercase from the input and the reverse input which we have arranged here. So if you observe, I have also used text here. So all the characters in reverse input will also be the uppercase. Okay, so these both tests, if there are uppercases, they will check whether if it's true, then the input is a palindrome. If not, it's not a palindrome. So this is a simple case for practical sessions. So by using this, you can just understand how to use the if condition, the assigns, loop created by using if, and messages and all. So this will be just a basic steps. Okay. If required, I will also attach the YAML file to this video link description. Just check it if you want. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.